Be ready for dictation. 15 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. I am glad that I have been asked to lead our discussions on energy issues. As a developing country, it is a question of vital concern to us in India, both for our rural population and our industries. Each country has its own energy perspective and must develop those sources of energy where it can derive the best results, not just in terms of immediate profit, but in the long term interests of its people. Conditions of every country, availability of basic sources of energy, and capability will determine its choice of the technology of energy. When coal and oil begin to be used as motive power for industry and transport, there was a great transformation which brought forth both prosperity and poverty on a scale hitherto unknown to man. Coal and later oil fueled the age of machine. Oil began to replace coal because of its cheapness and superior utility. Its cheap price and assured supply lulled the industrial world into a sense of complacency, with the result that despite the known limited period of exhaustion, no efforts were made to study alternatives. The world suddenly awakened with a shock to find that these treasures are finite and that they could be very expensive. In fact, it is quite safe to presume that even the current prices would hold good for more than a short period. Consequently, we have all to become conservatives or conservationists if you like, and the wasting spree has to come to an end. It is certain that if we go on burning up the fossil fuel like this, the lights will go out everywhere much sooner than expected. Is it for such a fate of chilly darkness that human intelligence has striven all these centuries progressively to a happier state of living? What avails it if man, in an attempt to exploit nature, should be vanquished by his own folly of extravagance? This wisdom which has dawned on us was prefigured in our own country. Gandhiji tried to put across to his countrymen that man should not become a slave to the machine and victim of the machine age. He wanted us to develop an integral personality in communion with the environment and with fellow men. Advanced countries have now begun to see how dangerous it is to measure progress in terms of energy consumption per capita. We must correct such concepts and replace them. Madam Speaker, our ecology supports cultivation of highly specialized medicinal and aromatic plants. India is also home to a large number of small and cottage industries that manufacture perfumes, essential items, and other associated products. Our government shall support organized cultivation and associated industry. I propose to allocate a sum of rupees 200 crore for this purpose. Food processing sector is growing at an average rate of 8% per annum. PM Krishi Sampada Yojana is our flagship program for boosting investment in food processing. Allocation of Ministry of Food Processing is being doubled from rupees 700 crore in RE 2017-10 to rupees 1400 crore in 2018-19. Government will promote establishment of specialized agro-processing financial institutions in this sector. Tomato, onion, and potato are basic vegetables consumed throughout the year. However, seasonal and regional production of these perishable commodities pose a challenge in connecting farmers and consumers in a manner that satisfies both. My government proposes to launch an Operation Greens on the lines of Operation Flood. Operation Greens shall promote farmer producers organizations, agri-logistics, processing facilities, and professional management. I propose to allocate a sum of rupees 500 crore for this purpose. India's agri-exports potential is as high as 100 billion against current exports of US dollar 30 billion. To realize this potential, export of agri commodities will be liberalized. I also propose to set up state of the art testing facilities in all the 42 mega food parks. I further propose to extend the facility of Kisan credit cards to fisheries and animal husbandry farmers to help them meet their working capital needs. Small and marginal farmers will get more benefits. Bamboo is green gold. We removed bamboo grown outside forest areas from the definition of trees. Now, I propose to launch a restructured national bamboo mission with an outlay of rupees 1300 crore to promote bamboo sector in a holistic manner. Many farmers are installing solar water pumps to irrigate their fields. Generation of solar electricity is harvesting of sun by the farmers using their lands. Government of India will take necessary measures and encourage state governments to put in place a mechanism that their surplus solar power is purchased by the distribution companies or licensees at reasonably remunerative rates. Our government set up a long-term irrigation fund in for funding requirement